episode number 7.
7. I was gonna say, like,
I gave
what
myself
is
a
that
now.
We both came back from spring break.
True.
How was your spring break?
It's pretty fun. Yeah. A lot of traveling. I was on a plane for a long time. Okay, everyone hates planes. Like, God, I hate
I feel like, I swear we've talked about this before.
Have we really?
Yeah. Like, I know that you like planes.
Your love of planes.
And I know that Milan does too, right?
I hate planes.
Oh.
I love traveling, but I hate planes.
I love planes because everyone complains like, God, I'm just so tired after I get off the plane. I sleep the entire plane ride and then wake up and I feel perfect and then I get off the plane.
Nice. Good for you.
That is my dream that I can never dream because I can't go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. So fair. I had a 16-hour drive to Colorado.
That sounds terrible.
No, it wasn't that bad. I like road trips though. Like, I'd definitely rather do a long drive than a
16-hour road trip.
Yeah.
You could have taken like a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, but I have like 3 younger siblings, and like flying with that many people is so expensive.
Yeah.
So we just drove, which is what we do normally. Like a couple of years ago, we drove to Utah. This time it was longer than Utah, but it was great. And I mean, we got stuck in Wyoming on the way back.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the winds were like so severe they were knocking down like empty semi trucks.
Oh my God.
So we had to. So they closed off the highway out, and then they closed. They were like about to close off the one behind us. So we just stayed in Wyoming for a night. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
So fun. So fun.
I hate Wyoming.
Have you ever been to Wyoming?
I just wanted to say that.
I mean, honestly, there's definitely, where I was at least, there was not much. But we stayed at a cute hotel. Like, it wasn't bad.
My hotel, okay, well, I went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
My hotel was no shade, but it was not great at all.
Really?
Room service kept messing up. They kept throwing away like people's things. They threw away someone's money that we were on the trip with. They threw away someone's, like, they just bought a ton of stickers.
Yeah.
They threw away our stickers. They
because they came in and like cleaned your room.
Yeah.
And you should just had like a note that said, "Don't come clean the room."
Well, it wasn't my room. My room was like basically fine. They just kept not making our beds, which is kind of annoying. But
I guess.
And they kept taking our towels and not giving us new towels.
Yeah, when I went to Puerto Rico, I stayed at Airbnbs, which I think is like the way to travel. I mean, it just seems way nicer.
I usually Airbnb. Just it's like a school thing. So
you miss out on the breakfast buffets.
Yeah, but I would rather like go to somewhere.
Amazing.
I love them.
I would rather go somewhere like local and get some breakfast, because then you're like seeing more of the place you're staying. Right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Nah, I like the infinite breakfast. I woke up every morning, had half a dozen eggs, and 2 big like giant things of fruit.
Sweet.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
You ate all the fruit in the hotel.
Yeah, I did.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good spring break.
Yeah, me too. Kind of sucks to be back at school on like senioritis and all that.
I'm not really worried about my senioritis.
I'm not either, because exactly same. Like, I'm not worried about it. It's just going back to school like feels harder than it used to be. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's been the same for me.
Maybe.
But I'm kind of worried now that we have like 2 months left.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to get everything done
in
2 months.
That's fair. I just need to like stay on top of everything for 2 months. That's more of where I'm at.
I'm more like I need to do everything in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely do school differently.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
And I need to finish college stuff.
Yeah, I mean, same.
I need to figure out how I find a roommate. I think they have the roommate Tinder thing, or whatever it is.
Isn't it so weird that like you make a profile in order to like find a roommate? Like, it seems like a dating app thing.
Yeah,
that's like the first thing I think of.
Though. I mean,
I think it's a good way to like connect to people you don't know, because I feel like, for me at least, I don't want to room with someone I already know. Like, I want to get to know someone else.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good way to meet people and like reach out to people, but it just seems so weird.
Yeah. I don't know, like I've been thinking about it. I want to meet someone new and hang out with them for like a new roommate. Mm-hmm. But what if my roommate just sucks?
You can transfer out at like a semester or something, but you just like deal with it until then.
I don't know if I could deal with that.
Also,
I am so picky about my living conditions.
I could see that.
Like, if they're messy, Oh
Well,
my God.
that's why you like put in your preferences and you say like, this is when I wake up. This is how much I clean, and then
Yeah.
they match you with someone that has similar responses.
I feel like but I'm gonna be like, okay, I clean every day, right? But then someone is just gonna be lying.
I mean, but the thing is, it doesn't make sense to lie because you want things to work out, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what if they're like a psychopath? And what if they smell?
They shower.
What if they still smell?
Then you get like a nice little room spray and just spray it everywhere.
What if they smell really badly and I just don't know?
I feel like this is a like irrational fear of
This
yours.
is a strange
What if-
hypothetical.
What if
Yeah.
they sleepwalk and I wake up and they're just staring at me?
I think that'd be really funny. Like
That
would actually be
I would
really funny.
immediately
Kill you.
get out my phone.
I hope that happens.
yeah,
actually.
right. I feel like no matter what, like things will work out.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
I just heard something about how they put you in pods for like what your majors are for like housing arrangements or whatever.
I mean, depending on where you go.
Yeah,
Is
but
that like a requirement?
No, but I heard someone talking about how they might do that at Portland.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be doing a few different things for like I'm gonna be doing a couple minors and like I'm still not 100% set on what my major will be exactly.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna be something with business.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not want to be with one of those business bros.
That's
Oh my
fair.
God.
That's fair. I don't wish that upon you either.
Hey, man, you want to destroy the middle class?
Ugh. I think more so like at other schools they just have like communities where they don't ask for a specific major. It's just like similarities.
Yeah.
But just you don't have to live in that area,
I hope
right?
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure you'll be
figure it out.
fine.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. That's good. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about. Okay, first I want to talk about you're writing a piece on Trump getting arrested.
Yeah.
I do not know that much about it yet.
That's fair.
Didn't really look into it.
Happened yesterday.
Yeah, so that's why I'm.
He also
didn't
wasn't
get
arrested.
He didn't
or
get
get arrested.
He went
But,
to court.
He's in court. Basically the same thing.
Yeah, so he got in.
Well, if you get arrested, you go to jail.
It's basically the same.
It's
thing.
fine. It's fine.
No,
He
you guys got what I meant.
he was indicted.
Yeah. Indicted, arrested.
Yeah,
go to
whatever.
court. He's in trouble.
Yeah, and this happened in Manhattan, where like Trump Tower and all that stuff is, and he's on. He has 34 felony counts involving.
That's a lot of felonies.
Yeah, involving falsifying business records, because in 2016, yes, he paid hush money to an adult actress, Stormy Daniels, through his lawyer, and they said that it was a part of his business. So, like, just fraud,
Yeah.
pretty much. And this is now coming out. Now he's being indicted for it. Ended up being, like, $130,000 he gave to Stormy Daniels. And there were 2 other people he paid hush money to as well.
$130,000 doesn't seem like that much in the grand scheme of things for him.
I mean, no, but like for a person,
Actually, that is kind of a
it's
lot,
a lot.
I feel
It's a
like.
lot of money, but just for obviously he is like, is he a billionaire or a millionaire?
He's a billionaire.
No,
by
he's
far.
he's just a millionaire.
Yeah, I thought,
He claims he's a billionaire.
of
but
course he does.
He's actually a millionaire.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know this?
You just Google
Well,
it.
he probably has like ridiculous amounts of debt.
His net worth is $2.8 billion according to Forbes.
But what is that like? Is that I don't know. I don't know.
He has a lot of money.
He has a lot of money, regardless. So obviously, I could understand you saying like, oh, it's not that much money. But like when I see that, I'm like, that's a huge number, you know.
Yeah.
And after he pleaded not guilty, of course, left the court, flew down to Florida, and had a press conference there, just about, you know.
Normal nonsense.
Yeah, right. It was just about like what had happened, what he believes. He went on a lot of like tangents. It seemed like he just.
Did he mess up in saying a word or phrase? That's what I want to know.
He
He usually does do that. So.
why is that important though?
Because it's funny.
I guess. I think him just like so I think people just talking are funny most of the time.
Yeah, like us. I think
yeah,
they're
exactly.
hilarious,
So funny. He was like blaming Joe Biden, of course. He was calling himself the president. He was like, as president, and I was like, he is not president.
No.
Yeah.
He's saying like as president, as in like, and then explain something he did in the past tense, or.
No, he was just like talking about his
Like,
current
as
situation.
president, I shouldn't be charged with doing crimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said. I was reading the transcript of the entire press conference, but it's also like insanely long. He goes on a lot of tangents about random stuff. He just basically says like, I'm not guilty. This like accusation is not fair, all that stuff, like blames Democrats. But that's pretty much the whole situation as of now. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that comes out in a few days. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy.
Do you think, what do you think is going to happen with it? Do you think he'll
I mean,
I don't think there's any chance he gets jail time, it seems like.
Well, I also, like, I'm not totally sure. I think from what I've heard, the case itself is pretty, like, weak.
Yeah, and because weren't we talking about how statute of limitations is like 5 years for these kind of things?
Mm-hmm. And it's been, it was 2016, so it's been almost like 8 years. No, it's been 7 years. I guess kind of almost 8, right? I don't know. It's been 7 years. It's been 7 years, which is over that 5-year limit. So I don't think anything will really happen to him. I think this whole situation is going to cause, like, a bigger issue when it comes to polarization. Because that's our political polarization is, like, already crazy in America just because of, like, the news outlets we have and just general misinformation and biased reporting. But it seems like because both parties have such different viewpoints on this issue, no matter what happens, it's going to cause more of a rift between those two.
Yeah. Maybe we should be charging him for the crimes he, like, very obviously committed, like inciting January 6th. Maybe we should be
the thing is,
investigating
people don't think that's obvious, right? Like,
yeah. Well, Republicans in Congress don't seem to think so because they like say that all the time.
And I think, I wasn't there, I don't know what happened.
There?
I wasn't there, don't know.
I'm actually not going to say I was there. Just in case that gets taken out of context.
Right? I just, I think, obviously, if anyone commits a crime, whatever their past status might have been, like, our justice system should keep them accountable, right? I do think that a lot of people are arguing that because he is Donald Trump and because he has so much heat that this more weaker of a case has found him. Yeah. Which I understand. Like, I don't know much about, I'm no lawyer. So I don't really know the specifics when it comes to how, people arrest people.
Well, from what you said, it sounds like it's not going to stick, and he's going to get away, probably. Like, he's gonna get off. He's going to be fine.
Which, even if he was, like, even if they did want to arrest him, he would just pay bail, right? Yeah. So, no matter what, I don't think he'd spend the night in the jail, but I do know he would never plead guilty.
Yeah.
Because he has that public figure, and he doesn't want that for himself.
Yeah, I wouldn't plead guilty if I were him.
Really? I mean, like, I don't know. It's a hard, like, how do you even, I guess he has lawyers and stuff, like, advising him, but it's a hard decision to make because obviously you have a public image and persona you want to keep up.
Yeah. Well, his persona is that they're out to get him.
Yeah.
And he's going to get off. Like, he's not going to, I don't think he's not going to go to jail. And then he's going to be like, guys, look, they are out to get me.
And then he's going to get more votes, and he'll be president in 2024.
Oh my God, the deep state, they found him.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
I don't know if he's getting. Imagine if he is president 2024.
I think a lot
crazy.
of Wes and I were talking about it. He was like, he was telling me that he was looking at a lot of like comments on Fox News about it, and a lot of people are like, yeah, like I would totally vote for him now. Like this whole situation is changing people's minds.
Well, that is Fox News people saying.
No, well, sure, but that's still people and what they think,
Yeah.
right? So.
Because he's like that logic doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for them, but like because he's being criminally prosecuted,
Well,
I should vote for him.
I think it's depending, obviously, perspective, right? So, a lot of people are watching this press conference. Trump is saying, you know, I am being attacked. I am being wronged. This is something like the justice system has a vendetta against me.
Yeah,
and when people see that, they're like, oh, that's wrong. You know, like this should not be happening to anyone.
Well, because people already don't trust the
Government
or the judicial system.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Trump Trump doesn't like these people. They don't like Trump because they're all out to get him. I'm like, oh, I hate these people too. I'm gonna vote for Trump.
And you know, the whole judicial system is like, I understand why not, right?
Yeah.
There's been so many wrongdoings, and I know that this is perfect for your story.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so my story is on the Tik Tok congressional hearing.
Yeah.
Which is, it's all about whether TikTok should be banned and like if they're like collecting data from us and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
The congressional hearing is the. Should we wait?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But the congressional hearing is the stupidest. Oh my god! It was so bad.
Are you gonna play the clip where he's like the looking at the eyes clip?
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah,
I
have seen a few clips. Definitely interesting.
Like, I listen to a lot of tech podcasts, and they had covers of this, and they're like experts in this, and they looked at these people who were asking like the dumbest questions and like specifically debunking them. It's like there's like the grapefruit clip, the looking at the eyes clip, the Wi-Fi network clip. Those are like so funny.
This happened. When did this happen? This was a little bit ago.
This is 13 days ago.
Yeah.
It was streamed. Okay, I'm just gonna turn up my volume all the way so you can hear it on the mics.
Alright.
And you can play the video on there. But this is a clip. I just have like 3 or 4 clips pulled
You
up.
turn it down a little bit because I'm gonna play the video from the
Okay.
audio from the video I take.
Here. Here's one of them just not letting him speak and just being incredibly rude to him.
Chairwoman Rogers, you have regular contact with Chinese Communist Party Secretary Mr. Zhang Fuping, who is your boss at ByteDance, correct?
No.
No.
No. He's
Interesting.
neither my boss nor do we have frequent contact.
But you have regular contact with ByteDance,
With the CEO of ByteDance.
who is Mr. Zhang Fuping is the
He's not.
editor-in-chief.
He's not
My
the CEO.
colleague, Representative Burgess,
She's just
a few
not
minutes ago
letting him
exposed
speak.
that
It gets
TikTok and
worse.
ByteDance share legal teams. You confirmed this, correct?
Our general counsel is
Yes.
an
Yes or
American
no?
This is like-
lawyer,
Yes.
veteran of Microsoft.
Also, my
This should
colleague,
not be
Representative Vladeck,
how
confirmed that
Congress
your
is
parent
handled.
company, ByteDance, currently can access user data. Yes?
Let's we have to be more
Yes.
specific.
Yes.
She's answering it for him and like
Yeah,
just cutting him off and
Even
stuff.
though her assumptions are like totally wrong, he's like, no, that's not true.
I think it's so difficult because the whole reason you put someone on the stand and they swear on an oath is so that they tell the truth and
Yeah.
they are able to like do so and speak out. I feel like I guess this isn't did he have to like swear on an oath, because this isn't like a court.
I don't know. I think you
I'm not
usually,
sure.
if you're
I think
testifying
you-
in front
right?
of
I'm
Congress, you
assuming
have to
he
do that.
did, yeah.
I
If
just
you're testifying, you must have to.
That's what I think too, but I don't know the specifics. I just I don't know, it doesn't seem fair like the justice system should be. I don't know much about
True,
like
they're out to get him just like they are. I'm not gonna go that far.
No,
But-
I get it. It's just interesting because obviously this representative feels passionate about this issue,
But she's just so blatantly
No.
like disrespectful.
which isn't how.
Doesn't let him speak.
Yeah.
And just like yes. While he's trying to answer questions like, yeah. Like, just answering it
Well,
for him. Giving the wrong answers.
I think, like, me, if I was on, like, if I had to testify in front of Congress, I'd be, like, freaking out, you know? Like, and if
he's,
that
he's
was...
a CEO of a big company.
I know,
he's
sure.
prepared and all that.
Well, he seems
But
like he keeps
still-
his composure. He's fine.
No,
It's her
I
that's
just
like,
can't imagine, like, not being, like, a little bit jarred by that, right? Like,
Yeah.
by someone talking over me and not letting me speak when that's what I'm actually, like, here to do.
yeah, he should be jarred. That was
Yeah.
insane. And they're like, they just seem so, like, uninformed. They just don't know what's actually happening. All the
Yeah.
congressmen and women.
And that's the thing, like, I don't know much about the specifics of what they were saying about TikTok, but it just goes to show, like, how disconnected they are from, like, specifically our generation.
Yeah.
But also, like, there are plenty of older people on TikTok. It's just more about, like, these people don't even know how, like, technology works for some reason.
Yeah, and a great example of that is
Yeah.
this clip.
I think I know what clip you're putting.
I think I've seen this
Mr.
one
Chu,
too.
does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the.
This
So
is
if I have a
insane.
TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
And he looks so
You have to-
confused.
He's like,
To
yeah,
access the
like,
network,
that's
to
how the
connect
app
Like-
to the
works.
internet.
yeah, I think it does connect the.
Is it
I think it
possible
does
then
connect
that
to
it can
Wi-Fi.
access
Yeah.
other devices on that home
He's
Wi-Fi
like,
network?
yeah. No,
You will
it
have
gets-
to
it's so
to
bad.
access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible then that it could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network?
He like doubles down and doesn't know what he's talking about. It seems
Well, he's like, okay, yeah, so it does access the home network. He just needed to get that clarified. So he's like, then there must be hacking.
There must be
Hacking.
hacking.
he's like, you guys connect to my Wi-Fi? What does he think Wi-Fi is used for?
Well, the thing is, like,
He's like, how did, like, oh my god, there are videos on the screen. What?
I know, and some people use data, right? So that is an option, but a majority of people, like, to watch anything, you need Wi-Fi to do so. So it just
Both of
seems
your
like
computers are connected to the Wi-Fi
exactly
here now.
right. Same with yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and he just,
Anything that is
it's just so bad.
industry norms. I believe the answer to your question is no. It could be technical. Let me get back to you.
Okay, I'd appreciate it if you could answer that. I'd like to change directions real quick.
And now is this now when he talks about, like, the camera looking at your eyes and talking about the dopamine levels increase? Have you seen that one?
Here, I have not seen. I watched a lot of this.
Get
I have
that
not seen
clip
one.
with the eyes. You know,
camera
I
looking
understand
eyes.
they look at the eyes. And how do they determine how old they are?
Yeah, and then a lot of people are like, they look at their eyes to see if the pupils
Eyes.
dilate to see when they're receiving dopamine, and that's how they give them more recommended videos. It's not like you like
That
videos or
is
save them.
Such a dumb.
I know, and
Is this it?
Have you
Let's
directed
see.
them to change the source code?
No, this is about source code.
it's fine. We can find it at some point, I bet.
I'll just play that clip. I'll find it. I'll just play that clip.
I find that hard to believe. It's our understanding that they're looking at the eyes. How do you determine what age they are then?
Because it's just so good.
It's just
It's so good and so bad at the same time.
yeah, exactly. Like,
And yeah,
it's insane because, like, how do you think algorithms work? Like, they're not gonna. Also, TikTok uses the phone camera. So if your phone camera does that, then
That's the phone's.
that's the phone company's
like-
problem, not even the app, right?
yeah, it's insane.
And like, do you remember when Apple was called to Congress? Someone they were asking about like how they deliver content. Someone was like, "So my son has an iPhone and he Googled idiot and Donald Trump showed up." And Tim Cook was like, "I am from Apple. Google makes Google."
Yeah.
And like, you can ask them about what their browser recommends. He
Right.
downloaded it onto an Apple phone, but Google makes
That has nothing to
Yeah,
do with me or
this-
my company.
That has nothing to do.
this same thing happened with Facebook too. It's just they need people that know what they're
And
talking about in Congress.
I understand, like, people can be scared of technology. Like, that's valid. There's a lot of things going on with, like, AI and stuff that are, like, you know, a little bit concerning. Like, I watched a video about how the AI photos of Trump that just got, like, of him getting arrested in
Those are
Manhattan.
hilarious.
They're so funny, but at the same time, it's like, if you don't look close enough, you're gonna see it as real, right? Or the one with the Pope in the jacket on.
Oh, dripped out Pope.
Yes, dripped out Pope. Like, you.
No, that one's real.
Well, actually, no. If you look at his glasses, they're melting onto his
Sure,
face, and if you look
but
at his,
if you're
No,
just
true.
scrolling through like Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and that shows up, like, you're not gonna think twice about it, right?
yeah,
Like,
I mean, but because we don't have our critical eye on at that moment, because there's a real picture of the dude signing a Lamborghini, like it
Of what,
doesn't.
of the Pope signing a
Yeah,
Lamborghini?
that's not an AI generated. It's a real photo of him signing a Lamborghini.
I wonder who had the Pope sign a Lamborghini. That's so
Lamborghini did.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
that's fun.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, but like it's so low stakes. You look at that and you're like what does it matter if it's real or not? This doesn't destroy
Yeah.
his
Exactly,
image.
but
then when you see Trump getting arrested, you'll be like, well, if Trump was being arrested, the people at the news organizations would be putting out all this stuff, right?
well, so that's how like a more logical person thinks, right? Like that's, but at the end of the day, a lot of people, especially our age, they get their news from Instagram
And TikTok.
and TikTok and Twitter, just like by seeing photos or videos
think
about
Twitter
it, right?
Yeah. Twitter has to be the worst place to get news.
So I mean,
Probably.
I understand why these Congress members can be like scared of technology, but at the same time, if you're going into like a testimony, like know your stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because it ends up being embarrassing, one, and just like disappointing.
And there's so many, like, here's a short clip of a couple of them talking about it. Like, most of them seem like they have no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Has ByteDance spied on American citizens?
I don't think the spying is the right way to describe it.
All right.
This is ultimately
We can differ on
this
that.
is
I
this is
reclaim my
ultimately
time.
an internal
Any
investigation.
TikTok
Has TikTok at any time fed precise GPS information collected from U.S. users into algorithms to serve user ads? Yes or no?
I will need to check on the details because we do not currently collect that. So I need to check on the details.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a yes there.
When am I going to get paid for the data you're getting from my children, my grandchildren, my neighbors? I think that's the only way to get your attention is talk about the money you're making, and maybe that'll get you all to do what you're supposed to do.
I respect and understand your opinion. The vast majority of our users have a great experience. I sent a video recently as well. I got hundreds of thousands of comments.
But what am I
We had
getting? It's a great experience.
He wants money for the...
He wants money
Advertisements,
to
apparently.
use TikTok.
Yeah, it's...
Oh my god. Well, like, here's the thing, like, right, these people are older people, and they don't understand TikTok, but, like, their voters are older people, and, like, if they go back to their voters and say, hey, we banned TikTok, and all the parents are like, yeah, got my kid off TikTok.
Yeah.
And, like,
Well, the thing
whether
is,
it makes sense at all or not, and it
There-
doesn't make sense,
yeah.
like, it doesn't matter.
I think there are plenty of like older people too that are on TikTok. Like I see
yeah,
a lot of like
totally.
videos of like
Yeah.
that. There's that grandma that makes food. That like I like you know
I don't know
plenty of
what you're
examples,
talking
right?
about,
Like
yeah.
that was very general. Like
Yeah,
Liam is
That
still
grandma
trapped in
made food.
Instagram Reels.
yeah. I hate TikTok, but I still don't think they should ban it.
I think
I think TikTok is terrible.
the only reason why they're worried about TikTok is because it comes from like a foreign country, right? They're not worried about Instagram.
They're just
which
xenophobic.
Well, I mean, I don't know
I don't know about
necessarily
that.
about that. Like, maybe that could be part of it, but at the same time, I think it's more about like, just they worry about data information going to a separate country instead of their own. Which,
Yeah.
sure, I understand, but at the same time, it's like all sites are taking our information, no matter where they're from.
And literally, they have Project Texas, which is they send all the data is managed and it could be surveyed by Oracle, which is in Texas. So our data is going to Texas.
My dad used to work for Oracle.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey. Would he survey our data?
I think he did more like selling software.
Like, even that, we're in Texas and we're doing the Oracle thing. And they're like, well, no, but like China is looking at kids. It's like, consider what the man is saying for a
Yeah,
second.
I mean, no matter what, the whole takeaway I got from looking at all those videos when they first came out a week ago was just that how disconnected like our representatives are from what's actually going on in the world.
Yeah.
And I understand there's plenty of people that are there that definitely aren't like this. I'm sure. Like, I don't want to say like every single Congress member.
Every single Congress member is bad.
Like
every single one of them.
No, but you know,
even
like
you, Oregon Senator Ron Wyden.
I think of like
I don't know about you.
I think of like AOC, who like was playing Among Us during COVID.
Yeah,
You know,
we
like
should have AOC.
Why isn't she there?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, I don't know what congressman decided that this was necessary to pass.
I think we need mandatory Congress Among Us games.
I don't. I mean,
I
it would be
love to
funny.
watch
It would be
Everyone
funny.
needs to like read like CNET every day.
Yeah.
I don't even know what CNET is.
No, The Verge. Everyone read The Verge. I love The Verge.
I know you love the Verge.
Yeah, we know.
I don't know. It's just annoying that
God, can we talk about AOC? Actually, I love AOC.
Me too. Yeah, she's great.
What state does she represent?
New York.
Oh, okay.
She grew up there. I think she still works for like whatever restaurant she did before she went to Congress. I don't know. She's a great person.
No way she works.
No,
at
I think
this
she
restaurant.
does.
She's in Washington. How
No,
can
she
that-
goes back and forth and she like posts about it.
No
Or she in the
way.
beginning of maybe
She is
this-
not working like a 9 to 5
No, I don't
at a
think
restaurant.
she is either, but I think she goes in and
I am
helps
not
out.
about to go like to a restaurant in New York and AOC is gonna be like bussing my table.
No, dude. I
No.
mean, I think she goes there and helps out occasionally still cuz she's
Okay,
like,
but she's not working.
which is way
there.
more than you can say about the average representative, right?
She's also playing Among Us with who? Who'd she play with? Disguised Toast or something?
Like a ton of people. I just think like I bring her up as an example because like she's the first person I think of when it comes to like our generation and Congress,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't think any of us, I think some people like more like 20-year-olds were able to vote her in, but she just seems like I would like Congress to look more like her, right?
Yeah. Me too. Shout out AOC.
Literally.
Come on the podcast.
We would love to have you.
You know, if it happened, I wouldn't be upset. I would be down.
What do you mean you wouldn't be upset? You would be ecstatic to see
I
AOC.
really would. I really would. I'm just saying, like, chances of it happening.
Hey, she's probably listening right now.
That's true.
Also, if Trump is listening, you could come give your opinion on our podcast.
I'll listen.
Yeah, I would love
I
to
don't know if
talk to you.
Milan would.
No,
I would
Mom would
listen.
start shouting.
No, you'd probably have to lock me in a closet and keep like sharp things away from me.
We're gonna have Milan locked in a dog kennel too.
I am not. Ooh, I am not. I'm not. What am I trying to think of? What's the word? I'm not-
Participating?
Yes, I'm not. I'm not doing any
Okay,
of
well,
this.
continue with your bit about the TikTok hearing.
Okay.
You have more
Also,
to say.
and they just bring up terrible examples. This is them showing a video threat, right? It's just some I don't know how else to say it. Milan, bleep this out. It's a post.
Yeah.
I'd like to direct your attention to the screen for a short video, if you don't mind.
A crap post.
Crap post. This was played in Congress.
Mr. Show,
What?
that video was posted 41 days ago. As you can see, it is captioned me as F at the House Energy and Commerce Committee on March 23rd of this year. This video was posted before this hearing was publicly noticed. I think that's a very interesting point to raise. But more concerning is the fact that it names this chairwoman
Okay, that guy
by
looks
name.
terrifying.
I know.
Your own community guidelines state
It doesn't look real.
that you have a firm stance against enabling violence on or off TikTok. We do not allow people to use our platform to threaten or incite violence or to promote violent extremist organizations, individuals, or acts. When there is a threat to public safety
Like,
or
this
an
is
account
insane
is
to me.
used to promote
There's
or
so much
glorify
of this
off-platform
on
violence, we
Instagram,
ban the
on
account.
YouTube.
This video has been up for
The only
41
reason
days.
they're
It is
making
a
it a big
direct
deal is
threat to the
because the
chairwoman of
company
this committee,
isn't from
the people in this
America.
room,
Yeah.
and yet it still remains on the platform. And you expect us to
Like
believe
they think they're gonna take down every single like
Also, like,
joke post.
I mean, I understand, like, obviously, if you're a part of Congress, that's
Yeah.
threatening, right? I think if you take a lens, like, I'm never in the Congress building, like, that's kind of funny. I don't really know what was, so, I also, okay. They were like, before this was publicly noticed. So that means
I
it was
don't
still
understand
known.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
someone can still know about it, and
Yeah.
it can't be, like, huge
Before
to the public
before a
yet.
lot of people knew about this, someone posted it.
I didn't know about this until it was over, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's still public information that someone who is interested in government can go find and then make
Yeah.
a dumb post about if they want. I don't know.
It's just a shit post.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think...
I'm gonna post that on Instagram. See if they say it. I'm not gonna post that on Instagram, but I guarantee they won't say anything about it.
It's hard because obviously I think community guidelines are important. Like, they do protect people. There are a lot of things on the internet that a lot of people, like, shouldn't necessarily have
Would
access
Joe Biden
to.
come down and be like, "Why are people insinuating that I play Minecraft?"
I know. Those are funny. Like, I think
Those
those
are
are funny.
awesome.
Those are so funny.
But I just think, and those are, like, fine. Those are playful and funny, right?
Yeah, I think we should have all recent presidents make a Minecraft world together. I feel like that would make everyone more united.
You know, I'd agree. I don't know. I think, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
I forget.
Something about I don't know.
Awesome.
God, how do we all
You guys are
forget
so
what you were
helpful.
saying? You were saying something about.
I was saying I
how-
think community guidelines are important.
Yeah.
Things should be protected. I understand why this is, you know, something that Congress would bring up against him, right?
Yeah.
I think the more the tougher part is it's like you can't catch anything on the internet. Like, people are posting every second.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and I think obviously, like, they have detectors on, but then it's also, like, based on what people report.
Yeah. And no one, like.
The average
Probably
person
no
that's
one
going to see
reported
that photo is, like, also, if it wasn't public knowledge that Congress, then
That post wouldn't make
that
any sense. It'll be like.
you'd just
what is
scroll
this?
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because you didn't know that that's what was happening for TikTok in
Yeah.
Congress.
I just feel like all the people that I've seen, not all the people I've seen, but a lot of the people in Congress seem really out of touch with what is happening, and I feel like they shouldn't have it. It's not like they shouldn't have a say on what's happening, but they should be more informed before having,
Basically,
like,
make
Congress
me king
hearing.
of America. I think that's the moral of the story.
I don't know if I would want that.
Yeah, I would make myself king. I don't know about you. Though.
I would not make either of you kings.
Would you make yourself king?
No.
Queen?
No, neither of those. I think it sucks that Congress isn't caught up, but at the same time, like, there's so much that goes through Congress every year. Like, they have to deal with making laws against climate or not making laws against climate stuff. They have to deal with a ton of other things. But I think it sucks that specifically stuff with our generation isn't being seen.
Yeah.
Until, you know, there's a threat against Congress.
A threat.
Exactly.
Hey, I
exactly.
guarantee the amount of threats posted against Congress definitely went up after this.
Yeah, because, like, clearly they just don't understand, like,
Actually,
where we're at.
The company TikTok sent a bunch of, like, big TikTokers to Congress, and they held a press conference with this one senator who was like, "Yeah, we shouldn't ban TikTok," and talked with them.
So, like, any TikTokers I would know, like, how big?
Yeah, who'd they send? Like Bryce Hall, Charlie D'Amelio?
Right.
Wow, I recognize neither of those names. So no, they just sent some people. Some
Right.
people, big creators on that
I
platform.
want to see who they sent now.
It might be hard to find. I don't know.
TikTok Congress.
The first
press
thing
conference.
that came up when I looked up what TikTokers is what TikTokers are pregnant.
People want to know.
It is
It is
important
kind of
information.
sad. Like, going on a tangent a little bit, like, no matter what, there are always people who are like, oh my god, this girl's pregnant. Like, always just, like, commenting on
Yeah.
people's bodies. Like,
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Maybe that should have been the subject of their questions.
Yeah, I mean, no, because that's just an internet thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Just,
just
like,
like
people
a-
being weird.
It's just like a thing you can't regulate.
It's like
on
if you're in a
platforms.
healthy relationship with someone, you must be pregnant or almost pregnant at some point.
Oh my
Like,
god, it's scandalous.
and no one ever says anything about, like, the guy, right? I don't know. Just annoying.
Like, oh my god, he got her pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, it's always like she.
No, we've got.
And it's always their bodies, right? Like, oh, I don't know. Are you finding anything or no?
No.
All good.
Nothing TikTok press conference, none.
Anything else?
Well,
About
there-
this whole thing?
we need to play the grapefruit clip.
Another another study showed that TikTok had a hydroxychloroquine tutorial on how to fabricate this from grapefruit. Now, there's two problems with that. Number one, hydroxychloroquine is not effective in treating COVID, so that's one issue. The second issue is you can't even make hydroxychloroquine from grapefruit. So again, this is a really...
That's so, like, that's not, okay.
And
aside
so-
from even if that is a problem, people have been posting things like that on every single, like, streaming platform, like, anywhere you can, like, YouTube, Instagram. People post things like that all the time. They're not seeing 5-minute crafts.
Serious miscommunication about healthcare information that people looking at TikTok are able to get, and in fact, it's being pushed out to them.
Is it? So what's her argument?
That they were spreading misinformation because someone posted misinformation on TikTok.
Yeah, but okay, sure.
But what the
Is what it seems.
like,
She's like, it's healthcare information. You can Google that to fact check it if you want to, right? Like, also, no one's gonna go buy a grapefruit to check this, right? Like, I guess maybe someone,
Even if
if you're
someone
desperate.
does, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I agree, because it's just a grapefruit.
and also, like, as I said before, you are legally allowed to do this.
Yeah, right? Like, it is protected by the First Amendment.
Exactly.
That's insane.
How do you determine what age they are then?
How do you determine what age they are?
Yeah.
Do you know what they can get in the hootenanny?
Ridiculous.
That is insane.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Both the things we talked about kind of connected. They both have to do with bigger things that are going on.
Yeah. Anything cool locally happening? I feel like it was a slow news week.
Nothing, really. Bachelor announced its closing date.
We're gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah, we're good.
So we will see you guys next podcast.
We'll see you next week.
Later, guys.
Outro!